we've been talking about how to prepare yourself and how to rearrange your financial portfolio, which is very, very important. And we have lots and lot of examples that we can give. I don't know why anytime that we are talking about finances, people doesn't want to respond positively. And I don't know whether it's a bad thing to talk about finances or what. But I can give you maybe a couple of examples. Um, let's take, for example, if I were to be a musician, or let me take my own uncle, Daddy Lumba, right? When I have a couple of questions, when he was 20 years, was he aware that he could be sick at the age of 40? Was he aware? I ask you, I want you to answer me. Did he ever imagine that at the age of 40 he could be sick?
No.
20 years when that Lumba came out with Yaya Kwakuntum with a champion, Nane champion.
Yes.
They were very vibrant, going on European tour, American tour. I could remember they could, stage a concert back to back to back to back to back to back, almost 4 months continuously without getting tired.
Had energy.
The energy was there,
Yes.
right? Let's take somebody who is even not sick, who is not passed. Nana Amachidede. I remember when I was young, he was staging concert back to back to back to back, from Biakwa to Insaba to Mense Krum to Siodru. Then tomorrow you hear he's in Mankesim, Winneba, Oda, across. So he could stage back to back continuously for like 7 months without rest. Nothing will click your mind that at the age of 40, 45, 40 is too early.
Too early, yeah.
But Lumba got sick at the age of 40, 42. It was too early. Who knows what will happen to you? That is what we are talking about, right?
Absolutely.
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 If someone had maybe talked, I don't know what that Lumba did before, but if someone could say, I have a policy for you that you could get, how many percent if you get sick? How many percent?
Up to 90%.
90%.
Critical or chronic
I have
illness.
a policy for you that is $1 million policy. Try and buy this policy. Then when you are sick, you could get up to 90% of the $1 million. Can someone calculate the 90% of the $1 million for me?
That's
That is
900.
$900K.
$900,000. $900,000.
$900K.
People were saying that, that Lumba got sick for the past 20 years, for this, for that. Yes, he got sick, but something that could, like amount to the deterioration of the sickness is the fact that maybe he was derailing his finances, right? He was getting short. Oh, me spending sika too much. So, because I understand that maybe he traveled to India for his medication, China for his medication, this for his medication. It's all money. So if you have $900,000 policy, then at the same time, after the $900,000, then 1 million await for you when you are dead and gone. Would you even think?
No.
No, you are sick, but you will not let thinking or financial problem, set in to worsen your situation.
Absolutely.
That's what
true.
we are talking about. I want you to talk a little bit about what we did or what we discussed last 2 weeks, so that it will pull the people closer to. Okay, I will start with. You say ladies first. I'll start with Bernice. We have Bernice here, Bernice Jambra here, and we have Mr. Isaac Henne. They are both financial licensed financial professionals. Bernice, let's start from you first.
So, in a nutshell, last couple of weeks we talked about why life insurance. What is the meaning of life insurance? And we mentioned or we discussed that it is pretty much not life insurance per se, but insuring is a process of transferring risk to somebody else instead of keeping the risk to yourself, right? And so it could be, auto insurance. That means that you are transferring the risk of the vehicle getting, destroyed in an accident or something happening to it to make it not be able to service the reason why you bought it. So we have auto insurance. We also have other warranties that we place on other appliances or everything that is around us. In our homes, we have warranties on our refrigerator, on our microwave, on our stove. What is the point of that? Those are warranty slash insurance that we get in on these appliances to transfer the risk of these appliances not working for your use anymore to somebody, which is normally a company that is able to offload that risk for you. And so we also talked about if we are transferring the risks of everything that makes life easy for us to a different company, how about ourselves? We, the people or the person that is working to be able to get all these things, like to be able to make all this or pay for all these things that we have around us. Our lives and that of those appliances or anything that is making life easy for us, which is more important. And I think at the end of the discussion, we said, and you all will agree with us, that our lives are more important than everything around us, because if we are not there, those things are not there.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Bernice. And if you can enlighten a little bit of what Bernice said.
Yeah, so thank you very much for putting this together. So last week, at the last time we met, we were talking about the need for us as especially as immigrants, as people that were born outside of this country. When we come in, we have to be able to understand how the system works. When I was coming from Ghana, when we talk about the concept of insurance, I don't want to hear about it. I hate it. But when you live in America, it is something that, or Canada, or wherever you are, even you're living in Europe, these are some of the things that you have to start thinking about. Because if there is anything that is more important, it is your life. And you don't want to be in a situation where you either sick or you either passed away and you have to go and do GoFundMe, or we have to go and do online begging, or your family is going to depend on somebody contributing money to be able to pay for what? Your burial, or to be able to send your body back to Africa, back to Nigeria, back to Ghana, back to South Africa, back to Kenya. So that is why we are so passionate about this concept that if we have the information, you do not have to be selfish. You have to share it for other people to understand it. So that definitely as people that we are fighting for one cause, we came here for the greener pastures. But if you don't prepare very well, you'll be living in the greener pastures, but the greener pasture is going to die on you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Isaac. We are going to pause for a short break, and when we come back, we are going to dive into the 10 principles of successful people. 10 financial principles of successful people. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly. Without wasting my time, let's go straight to the 10 principles of financial principles of successful people.
Okay.
Let's start from Isaac, Mr. Isaac.
Yeah, so it's good that we talk about principles, because in life,
You're not online.
If you don't have principles, if you don't have standards, then you're going to fall for everything.
Okay.
If you don't have a destination, then everywhere is going to be your destination. Just like you stepping out from the house, and then you don't have where you're going. You're just driving to anywhere. So that is why when it comes to something that's important as finances, the elite community, when I talk about elite community, I want to define that group. So elite, the word elite is not just somebody that have a different color or they have a different race or ethnicity. When I talk about elite community, they are people that are informed. They know, they have read more. They have people that advise them. They have people that they look up to. So they have standards, they have principles when it comes to everything concerning them. And finances is one of the things that can cause cause stress in the world. Finances is number one thing. Marriages are breaking because of finances. Children are becoming wayward because of finances.
Okay.
Families are breaking down because of finances.
Okay.
So one of the biggest things, as you are building your home, finances is one of the pillars that you have to take care of it. If you don't take care of your family finances, you are going to be in trouble. Now, taking care of that family finances, you need to get principles. Now, this is not something that you need to go and invent something. You don't have to be an engineer or it's not rocket science. Just look at what is called copycat. Look at what the successful people have done, and it's working for them. So if I want to be a millionaire, I don't have to go and invent anything different. I just want to look at people that are millionaires. It's called copycat. Just copy the right person. So these are the things that we are going to start to lay down, the principles of the wealthy people in America, those that are living in Canada, they are wealthy. What is it that they are doing that we are not doing? So these are the things that's what we're going to talk about, 10 principles. So whatever you are listening to us from, just take a pen and paper, write these principles down as we dive in and we explain it step by step for you to understand it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So the principle, let's start from Miss Bernice Jambra.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, TRK, for the opportunity. So before I even dive into the 10 principles, I would want to ask viewers out there, and I want to also put it in the comment section. What are some of the common financial portfolios that we have here in America, right? We have what? The most common one is the checking accounts. We have our savings accounts. We have CDs, certificates of deposits. Some of us have stocks and Bitcoins. Some of us also that work in the government, some of them have 401k, 403bs, right? For our physicians and all of that. And then if you are in the military, you also have a TSP, okay? Some people have mutual bonds. Some have life insurance. Some have a personal pension, which is annuities. And then some have the life insurance. When we go to Africa, where we came from, some of us are used to the system called a financial portfolio called SUSU, where a couple of people come together and then on monthly basis we contribute one, like if it's the three of us here, TRK, Isaac, and myself, we say, okay, this month we are going to contribute $500. We're going to give it to TRK. And then next month, we're going to all contribute $500. We're going to give it to Isaac, and then it goes on and on, right? That is also a financial portfolio that is common from where we come. So what we are going to do is, as we go through the 10 principles, we're going to see that which of these, if you have a pen and paper and you can go back to the video and then listen to all these financial portfolios. Let's see which of these financial portfolios can meet all the 10 principles, right? So that we can be able to do exactly what the elites or the wealthy people are doing to be wealthy. So moving forward, the first one we are going to talk about, the first financial principle is make money, but not lose money.
Why is it so?
Let me ask you viewers out there, who wants to lose money? Who wants to lose money? Nah, absolutely not me either, right? We all are we're working so hard and everything. The goal is to make money, save it, keep it for, to do whatever projects that we are doing back home in Africa. And if you are, the type that like to help people, you want to save enough to be able to help other people as well. So the first principle says make money, but not lose money. So now we mentioned some of the financial portfolios that we have, right? We're talking about our checking account. If you have money in your checking account, can you ever, when I say lose money, I don't mean you using the money to purchase something. I mean losing it because of inflation or because of maybe your money is in the market and so it goes up and down, and when the market crashes, you lose money. That is the type of loss I'm talking about, okay? So if we are talking about our checking account, you will not lose money in your checking or savings account unless you withdraw money from it or you go and you purchase something with your card, debit card or something like that. That's the only way that you lose money. Other than that, your money is safe in there. If you keep it in there, it will be in there forever. You will not lose it. Certificate of deposit is the same, right? You don't lose it.
Yeah.
But when we come to, financial portfolios like in the military, if you're in the military, TSP, if you are out there working in the civilian sector, you have your 401k, 403Bs, do you make money in there? Yes, absolutely. Why? Because it participates in the market. So when the market is going up, you are making money. But guess what? We also have the downside of the market.
Okay.
So when the market is going down, you lose money. If you have a variable account, a traditional account like the 401ks, your Bitcoins, and all that money, TSP, that fluctuate with the up and downs of the market. One day you go into work, you are so excited, right? And so you hear the news, oh, the market is doing pretty good. So you look at your account and it's going up, up, up. You're excited. You go to work and all your day is full of smiles. Everybody doesn't understand why. You are vibrant this morning. What's going on? Say, yes, because the market is doing good. But guess what? With that same market, you're coming back home from work and the market is going down. So everything that you earned early in the morning when you were driving to work that make you so excited, you lost everything in the evening. That is how it works. And if people understand how it works, maybe they would think differently, because rule number 1 says what? Make money, but
don't
not lose money.
Okay.
Right? When we look at accounts like your bonds, you make money in there, you don't lose money. When we look at personal pension, which is annuities, you make money in there, you are guaranteed not to lose money. What about life insurance? Last couple of weeks, we were talking about life insurance. Yes, with the right type of life insurance, you make money in there, but you can never, and I repeat, never lose money in that life insurance.
Okay.
So when we're talking about make money, this is just to sum up in a brief summary, what accounts that you can make money in there and lose, and those that you can make money and you also stand a chance of losing.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's and I even understand that these kind of market thing that fluctuates. Some people, you do it, but you still not sleep. They still keep on monitoring it night, day. Wherever they go, they have to monitor the market to see that if it's coming down. How to do it?
Yeah. So when it comes to investment, so I just want us to, for the purpose of viewers not be confused, let's group it under this. We're going to talk about fixed. We're going to group them. So fixed, variable, and then index.
Okay.
So viewers, I don't know which one do you have. Fixed are your checking, savings, CD that you get from the bank. Variable, you get those one from the stock market, 401k, 403b, IRA, 529 plan, stocks. These are all variable market. The reason why it's called variable means it fluctuates. It goes up, it comes down. It goes up, it comes down. So stock is one of them. Bitcoin, crypto, and all the coins that are out there. We do have them. But these are accounts that you put your money in there, and they have the potential of going up. They also have the higher potential of coming down. So that is what TLK was asking. People will be sleeping, but they cannot be sleeping.
Yeah.
Now, so you have to be in there at the right time, and then be getting out at the right time. So because if you leave the money in there, it depends on which one you have.
And relax.
And you relax. Sometimes you put the money in the wrong time. You put in $1,000, you go back, the money you left with $50 in there. Why?
Wow.
Because something is happening in the economy. It is affected by the economy. This country is taking up another country. This one, there's a war here. This one is sending missiles. This one there is a tariff cut across the countries. It is going to affect that account.
Okay.
So any account that is variable, it's dependent on what? On what is happening in the economy. So if the economy is doing too good, you're good. You're making money. If the economy is not doing good, what happened? You're losing money. And you cannot determine, even when you are sleeping, but somebody somewhere did not do something right. By the time you wake up, your retirement money is slashed into half.
Okay.
So that is what it is. So let's try to categorize it into fixed, variable, index. And so for viewers, fixed account, these are your checking, savings, CD, money market. You get it from your bank.
Yes.
For variable, you get it from what? You get it from the 401k, 403b, IRA, 529 stocks, Bitcoin. Those are variable. And then the other category we're going to talk about is the indexing concept. So the index, like what? The index, universal life, those accounts, that are what? That only goes up. Annuities, yeah, these are all tax codes that goes up but it can never come down. So Bernice was talking about the first principle: make money, do not lose money. Remember, in the elite community, they are focusing on making the money and keeping it. Making the money and keeping it, because if you have $1 million today, but we wake up tomorrow morning and it's slashed into half, that means you lost 50% of that. You are at 500,000. If they are calling millionaires that day, you cannot show up. You are not part of them. They want to make the millions and they want to keep it. But the average American want to what? Make the million, and they stand a chance of what? Losing it.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why you can become a millionaire today, but tomorrow you're broke. Because where we put our money, it has the tendency of going up, coming down, going up, coming down. That is what. So that is a game that we play. Now, one thing that I want to say,
which is very dangerous.
It is, but sometimes when it comes to investment, remember, fixed, variable, index. You need all these three accounts. You don't need one.
Okay.
But sometimes you have to figure out which money is what is your serious money. If this money is my serious funds, I don't play with that one. If this is my serious funds that my family rely on, that my family life depends on that, my retirement depends on that, my future depends on that, I'm not going to gamble with that money. So I put that money aside to a place where it has guarantees. Now the extra money that I have, I can go and play with that money.
Gamble it.
Okay.
I can go and gamble with it.
Okay. So, you know, the next principle, actually, when I learned about it, it was a little, you know, I was like, wait, is this a principle? But yes, it is a principle. And I think it's very, very important. And it's no other principle than never forget principle number 1.
What kind of principle is that?
Yes. That is what I thought. The same thing I said when I saw it. Principle number 2, the second financial principle of successful people is just never forget principle number 1.
Why?
Because you always have to have in mind that wherever you are putting your money, you are making extra money and not losing it.
Oh.
I think it is the basic, the fundamental of making money.
So the principle number 1 is
Make money,
and
not
not
lose money.
So the number 2 is
never forget principle number 1.
It means you should always
You should always have it in mind to make money and not lose
reminding
money.
you. That is interesting.
Very interesting.
That is interesting.
But
Yeah.
do you know who came up with those first 2
Who came
principles?
up with that?
Viewers, there is a man called Warren Buffett.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure a lot of you all know who Warren Buffett is.
Mm-hmm.
He is a well-quoted financial advisor on the planet. Very, very wealthy. So if a wealthy person like this is telling you there are principles why I am successful. And the first one is to make money, but not lose it. And the second one, never forget principle number 1. You say you want to be wealthy. Why don't you follow that principle?
Okay. All right, let's go to the principle number 3.
So yeah, before we go to principle number 3, let me say something interesting about principle number 2. It's just interesting because many a time people they tend to forget. I'm also really free with Krum Hina Benya. And you know, the reason why you forget is because you are getting comfortable. The moment you are getting comfortable, things are going to take you. The moment you start sleeping, that's when the enemy or the thief will come in and they will come and take everything from you. So people, they forget because they are getting comfortable. Now let me give you a typical example. In 2008, people lost about 43% of their life investment. But still, they forget.
Yeah.
Still, some of them are still alive, but they have forgotten that in 2018, I lost 43% of my investment. But still, they have forgotten about it because now the pain is gone. So they think, all is well.
Yes.
The pain is gone. Maybe you have somebody have come to steal something from you before. Maybe you've been robbed before, or something bad has happened. Somebody passed away in your family, a loved one passed away. Because that pain is gone, doesn't mean that the tendency for somebody dying is gone. Do not forget.
Just as Ghanaians always say, you be unti yenda.
Definitely. So that is the reason. So don't get too comfortable. Don't forget. That's why the wealthy people have that one there. Don't forget what happened. Don't forget what happened last year. Don't forget what happened 20 years ago. Don't forget what is going to happen. So if you forget about that, then you're going to forget principle number one.
Okay. All right. Before we continue, I want us to pause for a short break. And when we come back,
Principle number 3 that the wealthy people consider is called management fees. So management fees, or simple put, maybe it's financial advisor fees. So fees that are in the account. So that means someone is managing the account for you and you're paying them. Now, if you take a look at this one here, the reason why they consider these things, but before I go there, I just want to show you account where you get it manager free and where you pay a manager. When you talk about the fixed account, so if you have an account at a bank, you don't pay any manager fee. So any account that you have with your bank, there is no manager fee. So I don't want to go through, because of time, I don't want to go individual account. So if you have a fixed account through your bank, no manager fee. Now, if you have an account that is through the variable account, so variable under the variable, whether you have a 401k, 403b, IRA stocks, there is somebody that is managing that account for you, unless maybe you are the one that is doing the trade yourself. But if you have a 401k through your job, somebody is managing it for you. And that person is going to charge you extra fees. They charge you for managing that account for you. Now, if you have an account in the what do you call it? Index concept, there is no financial advisor don't charge you extra. So remember, the first fixed, you don't pay extra fees. You don't pay what financial advisor or management fee. And then the variable, you pay a manager fee, and then the index, you don't pay a manager fee. Now, the reason why the wealthy people have this in their concept is that in the terms and conditions for this account, say, let's say, Mr. Chia, okay, you give me $100,000 for me to invest for you. I'm investing the money, but I tell you that every year I'm going to charge you 2% of that money. So if I charge you 2% of 100,000, that is about $2,000, right? Now, if you make money, if at the end of the year the market goes up and you make money, I will charge you 2%. But at the end of the year, if the market goes down and you lose money, I will still charge you 2%. This is the terms and conditions. Are you going to agree to that?
you have no choice, but
Definitely. So that is it. So when they have choice, they say no. Why do I have to pay you for losing the money for me?
Yes.
I would rather lose it myself. So that is why they have that concept in there. Okay, if I'm going to pay you to go and lose the money and still have to pay you again, why don't I do it myself? Or why don't I put it in a different account where I'm not going to lose the money? But even if I'm paying, I don't lose the money. But if I'm going to pay you, why should I lose the money and still have to pay you? So that is why the wealthy people have that principle as number three principle of what? Of their wealth. So management or what? Financial advisor fee. So every account, now let's take a look at this. Every account has fees. These are some of the things that people are not aware of. Every account that you put your money in, there is going to be a fee in there. But you have to know the different type of fees in there and the additional ones that comes in, so that you'll be able to choose and pick where you want to take it to.
Oh, okay.
So that is the principle number 3.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, as I said, you can send it to the TikTok live, or you can send it to the message section as you are watching this on YouTube. We still have Ms. Bernice Jambra here and Mr. Isaac Henne, who are both licensed financial professionals, and my name is Atta Bafo Jambra. Bernice, let's go to the principle number 4.
Okay. Thank you. So principle number 4 is inflation, right? So if you look at the economy, inflation on average annually is about 3%. Okay. So we are pretty much saying that among the index, among the fixed account, variable, and index account, whatever interest that you are earning in any of these accounts, you should be earning an interest of about 3% or more to be able to keep up with inflation. Now, depending on how the economy is going, inflation might be more than 3%, but we are taking an average. For the purpose of this education, we are using 3% annual. So that means that in your fixed account, which includes your every account that you have with a bank, you should be earning about 3% or more. When you come to your variable, you should be earning about 3% or more. And then you come to index, 3% or more, if you want to keep up with inflation and not lose your purchasing power of your dollar. So example, TRK, when we take this item right here that I have in my hand, if you bought it for about $3 or $1 from the dollar store this year, next year when you go to the dollar store, you want to purchase the same item, you will not get it for $1. You will get it for about $1.03. That is inflation. So that means that the same account that I used to purchase this item, I need to be earning an interest of 3% or more. Let me ask you, when you go back to wherever you went to high school, whatever amount you paid in school fees, if you go there right now, are you going to pay the same amount?
It's like 99% increase.
Exactly. What if you say, okay, I have my money, so I saved this money about 20 years ago. I kept it under under my bed so that nobody will steal it or anything like that. I have 20 pesos that I paid, or I have 10 cedis that I pay for my fees. I want to pay the same fees today. What would they tell you?
You're not serious.
You are not serious. Which part of the planet do you come from, right? So when you come to your fixed accounts, you are earning on an average about 0.2%. It's only on a CDs that right now they are looking at their terms and conditions. So you may, depending on which bank, you may get about 2% in there.
Okay.
But in your checking and savings and all of that, in those fixed, you earning about an average 2%.
Okay.
So with an annual average inflation rate of 3%, earning 2%, are you matching up to inflation? Absolutely not. Now let's look at our variable accounts. Your Bitcoins, your TSPs for my military folks, your 401ks. Do you really know how much you are earning in there? Can you put a cap on how much you are earning in there? No. Why? Because it goes up and it down. 1 year you can earn about 20%. Then next year you can earn about maybe 0.1% or something like that. So you cannot measure inflation in those accounts, right? But what about your indexed accounts? With your index account, you are getting about from a minimum of about 4% to about 8%. Like when we look at our bonds, right? You can earn about 4% in bonds on an average. What about in annuities, your personal pension plans? You are looking at about 5%. And life insurance, you are about on average 8% in life insurance. As you can see, with these 3 last indexed accounts, you are earning more than the average inflation rate. That means that you are rather beating inflation and not inflation beating you. Your purchasing power is higher than the annual inflation rate. So it is very, very important that when you are sleeping, your money should be working for you. If you are sleeping and your money is working for you, and you have to wake up and use more of your dollar, work harder to purchase the same thing that you purchased $1 last year, that means you are not listening to what Warren Buffett said. Making money and not losing money.
Okay.
That is principle number 4.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time up to this stage. We're going to go for this break. When we come back, we have these questions 1, 2, 3 to answer. I know you also have these questions, so don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We will be back shortly.